Hello children, how are you all? I welcome you all to learn the chapter 2 rational numbers. It is there in Karnataka state textbook from page number 13 to 32. This class or this chapter is divided into 3 sessions. Now we are in the first session. Before starting the class, you just listen the conversation between Amar and Raju. Amar is asking Raju, Raju, why you are looking so dull? Raju is answering to Amar, Amar, Sahana cheated me. Why? What happened? He is asking Raju. Amar is asking Raju, why? What happened? Raju is answering to the Amar question. Today we both went to a bakery to eat cake. That's nice. Amar told, that's nice. We were short of money to purchase cake each for us, so we decided to buy a cake with the money we both had. Raju and Sahana, they shared the money and they purchased a cake. That's nice. Then what happened next? Amar is asking Raju. My share was more than Sahana's share. She told me that she will give 2/5 of 15 parts, but she gave only 6 pieces. Amar, she cheated me. But Amar is convincing Raju, she is right Raju, 2/5 of 15 is 6 only, she didn't cheated you. So for that Raju is replying, why? What you are talking Amar? You are also taking Sahana's side. My share was more than her. Even she didn't give me 50% of the cake, she cheated me. For that Amar is explaining that even though you shared more money according to your deal, she is right. Look here. Even though you shared more money, Sahana gave what she vowed. Observe here. 2/5 of 15 parts is nothing but 5 3s are 15, 3 2s are 6 pieces only. Even though you shared more money, she has given the number of pieces what she vowed to give you. So why you are sad? Amar asking Raju. So again Amar is telling, Sahana took her part correctly, that is 3/5. And he is asking Raju, now subtract your partner part with you and tell me the answer Raju. Raju subtracted Sahana's part, that is 3/5 from his part 2/5, and he got the answer minus 1/5. He told what, which is a fraction. I got minus 1/5. It is a fraction. Amar, like that Raju told. But Amar is telling, no Raju, it is not a fraction. We have separate name for fractions with negative sign. Today let us learn about this in detail. Also we are going to learn what all types of numbers are there in this collection and its property. Observe here children. Here there are 5 apples in a bowl, 10 pens in a box and picture of 4 trees. We call these numbers, here we use this number to count these objects. What do we call the numbers which we use to count the objects? Yes, so these are the places of these numbers on the number line, and the children recalled, yes you are right, counting numbers are called as natural numbers since the word starts with the capital N. The word natural numbers start with capital N. This group of numbers is denoted by the letter capital N. So we have 10 pens. If I give the 10 pens to somebody, what is left? Nothing is left in this box. To denote that, we use 0 symbol. Now we are including 0 to the set of natural numbers. Then that group of numbers is called as whole numbers. The first letter of the word whole numbers is W, and this group of set is denoted by the letter W. You have observed in the lift, that is, in order to go the floors which is above, you will observe the symbols like 0, 1, etc. To go for cellar or basement, you use the button -1. What is this means for? Like the same way you can observe the temperature in the thermometer like plus 10 degrees, 0 and minus 20 degree. What is this minus 1 and minus 20 stands for? You can observe that minus 1 is just opposite to plus 1. You can observe on the number line. I have mentioned 5 and minus 5. The plus 5 or the natural number 5 that goes right to the 0, whereas just opposite to plus 5 we have one more 5 that represents that is just opposite to just opposite to this plus 5, and we call those as negative numbers. Yes children? Yes. There are numbers which are opposite to natural numbers, they are called as negative number. If we take all the natural numbers 0 and the numbers which are opposite to natural numbers are called integers. Integers are also like whole numbers. What is the difference between the set of whole numbers and the integers? The set of whole numbers as 0 and natural numbers, but in the set of integers along with 0 and natural numbers we include negative numbers, and this set is represented by the letter Z. Up to this we are representing the set of numbers with the first word of the name of that group. But why here Z? Because Z comes from the German word zählen, which means to count. Hence integers, set of integers or group of integers is represented by capital Z. Now let us recall some more concepts that we have learnt in the previous class children. Before that I am giving you one example. Here is a example or a puzzle. If we take equal parts of roti from Karuna 2 times, we get 3 rotis. Then how many equal parts of roti we took from Karuna each time? Let us write this statement mathematically. Let the pieces of roti or the equal parts of roti we consider it as x. If we take that equal parts 2 times, that will be equal to 3. Then how many equal parts we are taking? Think it is 3 by 2. Observe the diagrammatical represent of this example. Here this total part is 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. There are 3 by 2 are, there are 3 halves, yes, and here it is 3 halves. If I take this 3 halves 2 times, one time 3 halves and another time 3 halves, if I take 2 times, this becomes how many roti? Yes, this becomes 3 rotis. Here you are observing a number 3 by 2. That number we have not yet discussed in the set of natural numbers or in whole numbers or in integers. Then what do we call the numbers like 3 by 2? Let us recall and understand children. Observe these children. I am dividing 4 by 2. When I divide 4 by 2, I will get the answer 2. In the same way, if I divide 3 by 2, I am getting 3 by 2 as answer. When minus 8 is divided by 4, I am going to get minus 2 as answer. When I divide minus 8 by 5, I am getting minus 8 by 5 as answer. Now 0 divided by 6, when I divide 0 by a number, I am getting 0. When I divide a number by 0, I don't know. But these 5 answers are no, these are called as rational numbers. Then what are rational numbers? Rational numbers are the numbers that we get when we divide 2 integers. Or in mathematical words, we can say that a number R is called a rational number if it can be expressed in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers, but there is a condition q, the number in the denominator, should not be equal to 0. Then it is called a rational number. The collection of rational numbers is denoted by q because rational number comes from the word ratio. If you take the ratio of two things, that also represented in the form of p by q, hence they are rational numbers, and q comes from the word quotient. So I am stressing that in the rational number set, all the numbers will be in the form of p by q, but q should not be equal to 0. Why? Let us know this, children. Observe this. Why q should not be equal to 0 in p by q? I am dividing 10 by 1, it is 10. Okay. Next I am dividing 10 by 0.1. 0.1 is less than 1. Yes, I am getting the answer 100. You know how to divide it. Next 10 by 0.01. I am further decreasing the value of the denominator from 0.1 to 0.01. But see the answer, it is 1000. If I go on decreasing the value of the denominator, you observe that I am getting the number which is more greater than the previous one. That means I am getting the biggest number. If it goes on like this, here it is not 0, but the value in the denominator is not 0, but it is tending to 0, 0.00000001. So the almost it is going to be 0 only, but answer we are getting is a larger number. What may happen if the denominator becomes 0? We may get a more larger number, we don't know. Hence, since it is not found, we don't know the answer, hence denominator should not be equal to 0. Okay. This is one way of knowing why q should not be equal to 0. In one more way, we say that all rational numbers are expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are the integers and p and q are co-primes. That means their HCF is 1. For example, co-primes means 3 and 5 or 4 and 5. Even though 4 is a composite number, 4 and 5 are called as co-primes because 4 and 5, their HCF is 1. Now, let us express this by listing the numbers, children. Q means set of rational number. The set of rational numbers includes the numbers which are in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers. Q must be greater than 0, or another way we can say HCF of p and q should be equal to 1. See, why HCF of p and q should be 1? If you observe the numbers, here after 0 we have 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6. Yes? Think, is these are same numbers or different numbers? Observe here, children. What do we call these type of fractions? Observe here, 1 by 2 is same as 2 by 4 because on simplification we get 2 by 4 as 1 by 2 only. 3 by 6, it is also same as 1 by 2. These are called as equivalent fractions. All 1 by 2, 2 by 4 and 3 by 6. These are equivalent fractions. Instead of listing all the 3, we can list 1 by 2 in this group. So, the HCF of p and q should be equal to 1. In one more way, we say the definition of rational numbers as rational numbers are terminating and recurring decimals. Then what are terminating decimals? So, the decimal expansion will be of two form. One is terminating, another one is non-terminating. Terminating means when we go on dividing a number either in after the decimal place, either in 1 place or 2 place or in 3 place or in 5 place, the division will end and we get the remainder. Those are called as terminating decimals. It may take 20 digits after the decimal point, but the division will end. But non-terminating means if you go on dividing a number, either the number will repeat oftenly or it won't repeat but it won't stop. The digits will comes and we won't end the division. That means we won't get the remainder as 0. So, for recurring we have the example 0.5, here 5 is recurring oftenly, that means we are getting 5 repeatedly. In this example 3.142857, 142,857 after 6th decimal place, all the digits that grouped as 142,857 will repeat. These are called as recurring decimals. So, the rational numbers will be of the form terminating decimals or will be of the form recurring decimal. But if you get non-recurring, they are not rational numbers, they are called with another name, that is irrational number, that you will study in detail in the next standard children. Now, you are clear with what are rational numbers. Rational numbers, it is very easy. Rational numbers means ratio. That means when you divide a number by another number, you will get a result. That result is nothing but rational number. Okay. So, now we understood what are rational numbers. What are all the numbers there in the rational number, we will observe with this diagram. So, rational numbers includes natural numbers also. When natural numbers with 0 is called as whole number, this is also there in the set of rational numbers. Whole numbers with negative numbers are called as integers. So, the rational numbers are natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, as well as along with this group we observe the numbers which are in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0. Now, let us learn the properties of rational numbers, but you have learnt few properties in your 7th standard. Recall those properties. So, first we are discussing the closure property. What is this closure property means? A set is closed under an operation. Here we are discussing only 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So, when we say set of natural number is closed under addition means we are operating to addition with 2 natural number. If we get the sum as natural number, then we say the set of natural numbers is closed under addition. So, that is what this statement is explaining. A set is closed if and only if the operation of any 2 elements of the set produces another element of the same set. First, let us discuss with natural numbers. Recall the addition of 2 natural numbers. It is closed. Observe the example. 1 is a natural number, 3 is a natural number. Sum of 1 and 3, 4 is also a natural number. Hence, we say natural numbers addition is closed. Subtraction is not closed. Why it is not closed? 3 minus, if you take the example of 3 minus 3, that gives 0. 0 is not there in the natural number set. It is there in the whole number, but it is not a natural number. Hence, it is not closed. Same way, 3 minus 6 minus 3. Minus 3 is an integer. It is not a natural number. Then multiplication, it is closed. If you take any 2 natural number and multiply, you will get the result as natural number that you can observe on the screen. 3 into 6 is 18. But division is not closed. Why? The explanation is given on the screen, children. 2 divided by 5 is 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is a rational number but not a natural number. Hence, division is not closed. In the same way, observe whole numbers. Whole number set is closed. Why? The example is given. Not closed. Why it is not closed? Observe the examples. 8 minus 16 equals minus 8. Minus 8 is not a whole number. Multiplication is closed. Again, division is, yes, you are right, not closed. Why it is not closed? 2 divided by 5, which gives 2/5, is not a whole number. Okay. Next, integers. Set of integers, addition is closed. Subtraction is also closed because we get 0 and negative numbers. 0 and negative numbers are also there in the set of integers, hence it is closed. Multiplication, yes, it is also closed. Whereas division, the division does not hold the closure property on the set of integers because examples are listed there. 1 divided by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2, that does not belongs to the set of integers. Okay. This we have learnt in the 7th standard and we have a quick recapitulation. Now, let us discuss the properties of rational numbers. We are discussing here the closure property on rational numbers. What does the closure property says? If we take two rational number and if we add, if the result is a rational number, then it is closed under addition. Let us take the example. I am taking 2 by 5, that is the pictorial representation of 2 by 5. Here is 1 by 5. I am adding 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. Since the denominators are same, if I add the numerator, I will get the result. Now, I am adding 1 by 5 to 2 by 5. The sum is 3, 5. Here 2 rational numbers. If you take 2 rational numbers x and y, the result x plus y is also a rational number. Hence, we can say that rational numbers are closed under addition. Next, let us take one more example with different denominators. Yes, here it is 3 by 8 and it is 1 by 4. We know what is the first step we are going to do while adding these type of rational numbers. Yes, you are right. First, we equate the denominator. How to equate the denominator? I am multiplying the 1 by 4 by 2 by 2. That means, I am dividing each part 1 by 4 into 2 equal parts. I will get the 2 by 8. Now, the denominators are same. Now, I will find the sum. 3 by 8, I am taking 3 by 8. So, now, this 1 by 4, that means 2 by 8 is added to 3 by 8. I will get the answer as, yes, you are right, 5 parts out of 8 parts, that is 5 by 8. You know 5 by 8 is also a rational number because it is in the form of P by Q. Yes, hence what we can conclude? The set of rational numbers is closed under addition. Let us check the subtraction. For this, I am taking a rational number on a number line. So, the example I am taking here, I am dividing 0 to 1 into 5 equal parts. Same way, I am dividing 0 to minus 1 into 5 equal parts and I am representing the each equal part as 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, that you know how to represent. Then towards 0 to minus 1, it becomes minus 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5, minus 3 by 5, minus 4 by 5. Here I am considering 3 by 5. This 3 by 5 comes towards positive sign, that is between 0 to 1. Yes, that is marked. It is 3 by 5. Now, I am subtracting 4/5 from 3/5. So, when I subtract 1/5, it becomes 2/5. 1 more 1/5, it becomes 1 by 5. 1 more 1/5, it becomes 0. 1 more 1/5. 4 times if I subtract 1/5. So, the answer will be minus 1 by 5. Minus 1 by 5 is also a rational number. Hence, we can say the subtraction of two rational numbers is closed under subtraction. Next, let us verify multiplication. In multiplication also, we have to multiply two rational numbers. If we get the product as rational number, then we say the set of rational number is closed under multiplication. I am considering one rational number, that is 3 by 7. This is the pictorial representation of 3 by 7. That is 3 parts are shaded out of 7 parts. I am going to multiply it by 3. Is 3 is a rational number? Yes, it is a rational number because I can express 3 as 3 by 1. I told that whole numbers, natural numbers, integers are all present in the set of rational number. Here 3 by 7 into 3 means we know multiplication is repeated addition. That means I am taking 3 by 7 3 times. I think you have observed. Once again you observe 3 by 7 one time, 3 by 7 2 times becomes 6 by 7. Now 3 by 7 3 times becomes 1 whole part and 2 by 7, that is 9 by 7 when expressed in mixed number becomes 1 whole part and 2 seventh. Yes. So therefore we can say rational numbers are closed under multiplication. Next, properties of rational numbers we are discussing on division. You can observe here, this is the parts here consider is one whole thing is divided into 4 equal parts. Out of these whole parts we are considering 6 parts. That means this is represented as 6 by 4 because whole divided into 4 parts, that is the denominator, but we are considering 6 parts, hence this is 6 by 4. When this 6 by 4 is divided by 1 by 2, what we are getting? Yes. So how many halves are there in 6 by 4 means 3 halves are there. So the whole part, if you observe the whole part, you can observe there are 3 halves in these 2 wholes. There are 4 halves, but we have considered 3 halves in this whole part. By this we can conclude that rational set of rational number is closed under division. But I will ask one question to you children. Observe here, minus 5 divided by 0. What is the answer? 6 divided by 0. What is the answer? Do you know? The answer for these two we do not know. It is the result is not a rational number. Hence, we cannot generalize that set of rational numbers is closed under division. But if you take out 0 from the set of rational number, then we can say set of rational number is closed under division. So children, we have discussed the closure property on addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. In this class, we learnt about different collection of numbers such as natural numbers, whole numbers, integers. We have discussed in detail about rational numbers, and also we have discussed closure property of rational number. Only one property is there on rational number, that is closure property? No. We have some more properties on set of rational number that we will discuss in the next session. Before that, we will solve few problems, or we will say true or false on the concepts that we have learnt. So the first statement is like this: collection of rational numbers is denoted by the letter Q. Is this true or false? Why it is called as Q? If it is true, you have to justify your answer. The whole number which is not present in collection of natural numbers is 0. Is this true or false? Collection of integers as natural numbers and negative numbers. Is this statement is true or false? You have to justify your answer. If you say true, why it is true? If you say false, why it is false? You have to justify. Rational numbers are also called as ratios. One more question I am giving you, that is simplify. In the next class, we are going to learn the remaining properties of rational numbers. commutative property, associative and distributive properties. Till then, thank you children. I will meet you in the next session. Myself Sucheta SS mathematics teacher, T. Dasaralli, Bangalore North.